YG.
Guy, very, very blunt performance, very blunt game.
Bro, this is the kind of game that used to give someone headache. Not headache of pressure, but headache of boredom. You know that boredom that will make you feel like, what's going on? What is going on? Just to announce it to everybody watching, I know they will have seen that our tempo is not typical because we come in excited, I come in shouting IG. But today, after a game, 0-0 results from Atalanta FC or BC versus Odegaard FC. Oh, sorry, Arsenal FC.
Bro,
It was
Arteta was right.
so clear that we are hardly coping without him.
Bro, we can't even press. Our press is not intensive. It's not fast. Then all those long balls to Kai. Then Kai knocks down to Odegaard. Then Odegaard moves. So all those kind of knocks down. All those second balls are not there anymore. Like
One thing I also realized about Odegaard's press that we are missing is his coordination of the press.
yes,
He usually coordinates the press.
yeah. So he will point to people like you press from here, and he even presses. He will press the defender or anybody from an angle. So if he's telling somebody to go to that other side and he's pressing from this angle, it kind of like chokes the ball, and that is like very, very important to how we play. And
Because
since that is missing, bro, our performance like this might be our performance, or this might be how we'll be performing for the next 8 weeks, because
that's
there's no.
crazy. That is crazy. How can you imagine that? Can you imagine watching us now play football like this for the next 8 weeks? We don't even have a joking lineup coming up. Considering Champions League, considering EPL. After City, we're still going to Newcastle, bro.
No,
St. James.
But we'll play this season, bro. We're going to play both in between, like after Man City, right? So I hope that's going to be like the right chance for Nwaneri to play, because
You just said it. That's it.
the few minutes Nwaneri had at Spurs, he won second balls, like second knockdowns. Like he could move.
One of his first touches was that Papisa movement now that I actually thought he was going to lose the ball, but he was still on it.
Yes. And there were some long balls to Kai that Kai knocked down for him, and he picked, and he was able to progress the ball. But I'm like,
our whole right emblem, the whole right wing,
it's gone.
Is gone.
It's gone.
White is not looking white anymore.
Even Trossard in 10. Bro, even Trossard in 10, that we're like, okay, that that he can do a good job there. When it's time to press, when we don't have the ball, and you are to press, ideally you are the one starting that press. You are leading that press, because the Kai, Saka or Jesus or whoever, or Declan or whoever is in the midfield with you is going to come behind you. So you are going to be like, man, no, we need Odegaard. Even if we have any other playmaker, if you don't have the qualities that Odegaard is bringing to that team, it will show.
It will show clearly, because
Odegaard's space should die.
I was watching the halftime review, and I was listening to one of them guys, Turkish them, and he was saying, we shouldn't have let Smith Rowe and Fabio Vieira go at the same time. And in my mind, I'm asking, who would you keep between Fabio Vieira and Smith Rowe? Yes, it's going to be Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
But look at the faith that Arteta has shown in Smith Rowe in the past 2 seasons. Do you think we'll still be able to line up with the intensity in terms of press?
Yes.
With a Smith Rowe?
Yes. Bro, remember, Smith Rowe was playing that Odegaard position.
I know you're a Smith Rowe fan.
I am a Smith Rowe fan. So that's why the chances Smith Rowe had wasn't in his most familiar position. And that's no fault to his. It's because of the
Odegaard
quality
was there.
The quality that Odegaard had. So it's in moments like this that Smith Rowe would have had like a stretch of game to play. or stretch of games to play in his favorite position. Because when Odegaard was around, we're pushing Smith Rowe wide, we're pushing
Yeah.
him to the left center mid. It's and even in those positions, it wasn't as if he was having run of games. On in those positions, even for him to be able to bring his quality to those positions, but it's in
But
times like this you cannot let go of
you
two
can't let go. But
creative.
you know, this just us talking from a point of view that is benefit of hindsight. Now that we've seen this, we're like, nah, we should have held on to him. But we got Moreno in, who could have done a job as well,
But
right?
but was Merino a
No,
Smith Rowe replacement?
Merino is not an alternative to
Yeah.
Odegaard, right? The alternative to Odegaard now is Ethan, and Ethan is not getting a chance. So we are clearly seeing Arteta being stuck in his own wit of
Mm-hmm.
how do I trust this guy and not, take a backlash just in
Yeah.
case. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to also protect him from my own point of view. That's what I'm telling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
right now, we need someone that can give us something in the final third from creative and
Oh.
incisive passes.
Ah,
Trossard's final balls for an attacking play is just woeful. Like, but what's going on?
guy,
Your close control is good.
how far
Progress the
Gabi,
ball.
how far Martinelli? Which
No,
yeah.
but let's say we have a great option for left back in Martinelli.
I reason now. I don't think that's it before.
Bro,
I don't think
because
bro,
he's not giving us anything attacking wise.
this way they ginger for work rate. Omo go throw you go left back.
That's it too. Because all of the opportunity he's getting in front of goal. See the one that the ball got to him, and I'm like, bro.
Twice. Like, bro, I don't know if I'm correct here, but when was the last time Martinelli scored?
Crystal Palace.
Ha.
That's a long time.
Hey
That was
God.
after Dubai. A long time. A very,
After
very long time.
Dubai.
Me, I will say wholeheartedly, I'm one of the biggest Martinelli fans. I remember back then in my
I
former
know.
people will come like, Martinelli, me say I dey shout Martinelli up and down. But right now,
He he he
I
need
don't know. I
he
don't know
needs
what's
seat
going on.
belts. He needs seat belts for
He needs
that
his
bet
belt on the bench. Oh.
on
He
the
needs
bench.
something. They need to carry him for prayers.
Ah.
No.
There was a time that we used to call Martinelli our best finisher.
Yes! That we're saying he should be a striker.
God.
I can remember it. I spearheaded that movement. But bro,
Ah,
on another note, we could have actually easily lost this game without penalty.
bro. David Raya.
Thanks to one guy that
David Raya.
I want to drag. Before we even talk David Raya, I remember last game we spoke about the guy.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n
I said I
party.
won't drag him commodity.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ti gíran.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n. Uncle. No.
Why is Partey doing this to us now?
Partey don't pass. He
And
don't.
do you know my concern now? When Partey picks up, that's when I'll get bothered because he picks up just before the injury.
True that. True.
He
But
picks up and he'll be like, this is why we have Partey. Then
Partey
boom,
was
not injured.
dribbled, he was moved too easy. Like the way they come out Partey, I was like, this guy, you don't be professional footballer again.
Partey, right now, he's not in our starting 11 right now.
Partey used to be our best player.
He used to be one of the few world-class players we had in the team.
But
That
Partey,
we were saying,
what
he gets back.
What happened? He paid the rice.
But I think we're still early in the season.
True, Sha. Very true.
Let's count the pluses because
Very true, Sha.
before we go off into 10 minutes of whining, let's count the pluses. David Raya, man of the match, without a doubt.
Easy.
2 saves. Mad. I was managing my expectation, but I started getting a little excited when I saw him go to the sidelines to talk to the
when VAR was taking forever to check what they wanted to check.
they gave him enough information. So in my mind, I'm like, I hope this is going to yield result, because remember that Champions League game against Porto, something like that happened.
Yeah.
When he now made the first block, I'm like, this header. I saw the Oli Watkins moment again.
No, bro. Let me remind you of what it reminds me of. Or let me tell you what it reminds me of. Wojciech Szczesny at Anfield
Ooh,
against
yeah,
Jared Coit.
yes,
It was so similar.
Young Chesney.
but it's something else about that penalty was that Raya went to that position to the left, or no, to the right
To the right, yeah.
early. He
Like
went
he knew.
early. He knew. So that was also something else that in a good penalty taker that is composed would have seen Raya dive early to the right.
But if you notice, even when I noticed also that Retegi was under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was under pressure.
Absolutely.
So
He looked it. He
under that kind of
looked
pressure,
it.
a player might just, revert back to his standard, and that is what happened.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
to be
happened.
honest, I mean that's also a sign of a good penalty taker. Choose the side and he'll go fast and he'll take it with so much pace. But what do you think about our defense?
So I'm getting bothered about the fact that we are now dependent on the defense so much. Right? I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed in defense at all, because that's still one of the strands holding us from not actually being very woeful, right? But there's an element in our defense that is now giving me concern, which
What's
is
that?
from the side of Timber.
When he loses the ball, or when
Aside from when he loses the ball, part of our identity is now in the inversion, and he doesn't give us the inversion.
So I think just like against Spurs, right? I think it's based on how Arteta is setting up the midfield without Odegaard.
Yeah.
So without Odegaard, I don't see how progressive passes can allow for inversion. Because more or less, we're as direct as you can be right now. We are as direct as you can ever be.
I was torn between two names today to tag this as, whether it's Long Ball FC or Odegaard,
Odegaard
because
FC. Nah.
the only person that was even trying to make some incisive passes that seemed like long incisive passes, Naraya.
Yeah.
Raya was the
Yes,
one, and I'm like,
how many long passes Raya complete?
yes, and I'm like, we're not even getting this from Jorginho, though he had not a very long time in the game, but he had a considerable amount of time in the game to actually give us that.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He didn't.
I don't understand if it's because we played Kai in the midfield with them. Because a Kai in the midfield with them doesn't really put anybody in front of them. It just exposes the two of them, like our double pivot, to their own midfield. Because Kai, you know how Kai moves around and things like that. So there was a different approach when Trossard came in, and Trossard was in front of Jorginho and Rice.
Now you notice something. I believe Arteta gave Trossard the playbook for Odegaard. Coming deep to pick up the ball, make a progressive pass.
Yes.
And push. But he was now not making those incisive progressive
Thank
passes.
you.
I'm like, what's going on, brother?
Thank you. And even sometimes, yeah. So when Ryan has the ball, and he's playing short passes to Gabriel or Saliba, and Partey too is showing up. No, Declan is showing up. Where we have that build up that we're building up from the back.
Yeah.
Usually Odegaard will just run back to almost like DM position to collect the ball, to move the ball and stuff like that. There were moments where Trossard opened up for the passes because Atlanta was man marking right in their press. So by the time Trossard floats back in between our midfielders and centre back or whoever, drop that pass for him quickly, right? Let him once he gets the pass and he turns about, he's already in the midfield and we're already advancing because they are pressing us. But it's also like proof that that's not his familiar position. The players
Yeah.
are not like confident with each other, or they don't have that kind of trust with each other. Because, bro, it's Saliba to Odegaard pass is not the same as a Saliba to Trossard pass.
No, it's
You
definitely
understand?
different.
So,
Definitely different.
so all this kind of things. So I think that these 8 weeks that Odegaard is going to be out, we're going to see different
Was it
examples.
confirmed 8 weeks or 6 weeks?
I
Because
saw 6 to 8.
okay, because I know there's no specific, but I know the range is 6 to 8.
Yeah,
But with
yeah,
Arsenal, Ateta will not give you the specifics of how long
yeah.
he's
Ateta,
out for. He
Ateta
probably
just
might be
said a
back again.
while. He said he's out for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
But for me, at this point, my big takeaway from all of this is Ateta needs to do something with Ethan. He needs to give Ethan the opportunity. He needs to give him, because
Absolutely
we are not firing right. We are not firing
nothing.
right. I don't mind the midfield right now. I just want to see that midfield of Partey, Declan, and Ethan. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I
So,
want to see it.
so based off on how we saw a midfield of Partey, Rice, Kai, would you still start Partey, Rice, Kai
Midfield.
against City?
No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that right now because Jesus will not even come to player rating. Jesus, they should strap him up. They should strap him up,
Oh
put him on a
God!
rocket out of England. They should
But
send
but
him back to
but I have
Libertadores.
I have a take on that. I think it's based off on the lack of creativity in the midfield. Jesus is that kind of player that cannot make things out on his own. Even though he appears like that, when he's on the flanks and he's dribbling, dribbling, dribbling. But he banks on passes. He's not that decisive enough where
I
he comes
agree.
where he comes to the midfield, dribble one, dribble two, pass, do 1-2. He doesn't do 1-2.
I
He wants
agree.
to dribble 100 people to get to the
And
post.
here's the problem: when he does all that dribbling of 100 people, and when he
So
gets the
but
pass,
you
what's his end product? So, what is left in this player of a man? What is left?
God.
No, 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 no.
Even
See,
bro, we
did you
can't
see?
sell we can't
I,
sell him.
I,
We can't sell him.
I saw Gyökeres' goal. I'm like, who scores this type of goal for us now?
Guy. The way that guy is playing, the way he has started this season is almost better than the way last season ended up for him. The rate at which he's
He has
scoring
scored
an
in every
assist.
game.
He has scored. I think he has already like 12 goals, 12 goal contribution already this season. And we're in September.
But I hear that that was Arteta's man. That's who Arteta wanted.
Now Sporting has already dropped 100 million on him in January. They're like, they don't mind selling him in January, but 100 mil.
Would you go for him for that?
100 mil. No, I don't know. At this rate, bro, Declan was 105. And the impact Declan has in my team now is way more than 105 million.
But
I
that's
know nobody is mentioning Declan's price tag anymore. Or
nobody's doing that now.
nobody
That
ever did, Seth. So if
That to tell you, it can happen in that way that we actually get the quality that we
guy,
need
bro,
up front in Gyökeres with that money. But right now, as it is, I feel is that midfield that's the biggest concern.
yeah,
Is
you
that
know what?
midfield
Just
that's the
imagine
biggest
now.
concern?
Obviously, this is another Arsenal fan, dreaming and thinking of what can be if that.
Mm-hmm.
But a Gyökeres in our team, if Kai plays in the midfield and Gyökeres up front, that means we'll be pressing in a 4-4-2 position,
Mm-hmm.
Gyökeres and Kai.
Yeah,
Not bad though.
not bad, but I don't want to dream it. I beg. I don't want to dream it.
Oh
Let me
my
not leave it in the corner
God.
for now. If it happens, it happens. But right now, player ratings, I think I'll start with Raya for a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out 10. Like, he's the savior of the match.
Of
He's actually
course.
not man of the match, savior of the match.
You can't make a double save and have less than 10.
Yeah, so we'll give him to that. Then, um, White, me, I'll go for a 6.
I think the whole team will be an average of 7-6, 7-6, 7-6.
Yeah, I'm amongst the back line. The only person I'll single out there to say, oh, he did a job, Saliba.
Bro.
His defensive work. See what he did with Lukman there. Like,
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
did,
I don't shout go already. I don't know. I think God.
because we know what
Like
Lukman
go
is
up and
capable
out.
in those positions, but he did a great job. So I'll give him 8. I'll give Gabriel. I can't mark him lower than a 7, really, because
Yeah,
it wasn't far
that's
from.
fair. That's fair.
Timber, I'll give Timber a 6. I beg. I just leave it like that. What would you give Timber?
Yeah, I think both of our wing back, our full backs, they didn't do an outstanding job. They just did their job. I think that, and I think that's the story of everybody anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's funny how the energy in the game, first 10, 15 minutes was solid. All of a sudden, it dropped off. So
yeah,
I'm like, is it a strategy thing? Is it the pressure
bro,
from the stadium?
Atalanta is a good team. They are well coached. If you
Yeah,
look
they
at
are.
it, they are
They are.
well coached.
Arteta was even applauding the defensive
Yeah,
structure.
after
Yeah.
20 minutes, we were taken out of the game. We're catching up. So, as in
Gasperini is
credit
a bad man. I
credit
can't even.
to credit to Atlanta for a good game.
Yeah.
They really played well.
Um, Partey. I just want to really get quick to Partey.
6, 6,
Declan.
7.
7. Facts. Solid. Um,
Kai
Hi.
7.
7. Yeah. 7. Because
Yeah.
I won't fault him for the work rate.
Kai tried.
I won't fault him
Kai
for the
tried.
towards the last, I think it was last 10 minutes, there was a ball that Ben White sent. It was behind the defense. And Kai was supposed to run for it, but he didn't run.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Then there was one defensively, I think against Ben White versus Zaniolo or something. And Zaniolo got the ball. He was about going to deadline, and Kai just went, cleared the ball to corner. Like guy was like tackled the guy. I was like, nah, it's
nah, I
Kai.
can't give him anything less than a 7, no
Yeah,
doubt. Bukayo Saka,
6,
6. Facts. I believe that too. It didn't
6.
really do much. The
Aside
best
from that
moment
free
I
kick,
saw him,
that free kick,
yeah, that free kick. That's it.
that was it.
That's it. Then Gabriel Jesus.
5.
In fact, I'll remove one just so that I can keep it to save it.
5.
Yeah, so 5. We'll stick with 5.
Now the captain band they carry him 4, enter 5.
Oh god. Then my man,
Martinelli 4.
Martinelli.
4.
Eh?
4.
You not rate your hard runner.
Baba, okay. If Timber na 6, I go give him 5. Oh yeah.
No. I actually, for the opportunity he had,
He missed, yes
yeah,
now.
4. A 4. Uh,
Bro.
it's
But
just, but from the bench, I think I'll give everyone from the bench maybe a standard 5s.
yeah, I think Sterling created, like, he created a chance. That second
Mm.
goal that second chance that Martinelli missed. Calafiori also did like some forward
Oh,
drives,
he did good.
so
He did good. Califury did
so
good.
I'll give Calafiori a 6, and Sterling 6 or 5.
But you notice Califury's drives are a lot better than Timber's drives.
Hell
Attacking
yeah.
wise.
Hell yeah. I even think that when Arteta brought in Calafiori,
Mm-hmm.
Calafiori inverted and went and made forward runs more than Timber.
Yeah.
Like he came central. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Like when we now had a midfield of Trossard, Rice, and Jorginho, we inverted a little bit from the left through Calafiori.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah.
a midfield of Kai, Pate, and Rice, no inversion.
No inversion. Yeah.
No
So
inversion.
yeah, those are the two standout players from the substitutes.
Yeah, no.
I won't even rate Trossard above a 5. I'll just give him a 5.
I didn't even forget I was there. That one to 5.
That's a 5. Jorginho, I'll give Jorginho a 5.
Yeah.
Jorginho actually now scares me the way he is in our team. Like I just feel like at some point he will actually get bumbled or bullied off the ball.
Come think about it.
Yeah.
Jorginho and Pate are on their last years.
Yeah, they are. They are. So, well, looking forward to the City game. We can only at this point hope on our defensive prowess to keep us in the game to not lose that game.
Do
But
you
winning that
think
game,
would approach that game in any other way apart from a conservative manner?
there's no other way to approach it apart from a
We
concept.
have, bro. Before I was like, we need to come to Etihad, we need to get the 3 points and stuff. But without
No,
Odegaard, that's difficult. That's
yeah.
very, very
If
difficult.
anything, I'm going to be hoping for is for maybe for Saka to come alive.
And set pieces.
Yeah, and set pieces. But you see, from open play, I'm not expecting the best in terms of chances created, in terms of conversion.
I heard KDB might be unavailable. No, might.
They just want to whine us.
I say he'll be injured. There
You
is no
see him
serious
there.
injury. There is no serious injury, but they don't want to risk him against Arsenal. I beg you.
This is the Arsenal they don't want to risk him against. Shame on them.
God.
It's all good,
Nah.
my G. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But,
Nice one, man. Nice
but
one.
we have Sunday to pick up. I will see how we pick up from this 0-0 drab performance.
Yeah, we'll still say that we've not considered, or we've considered, yeah, we've considered this, but we've not lost a game, and we are just having problems now of scoring goals.
Yeah,
And
creating
creating.
chances,
So,
creativity.
oh well, let's hope for a defensive
Yep.
masterclass from Arteta. All right, my G. Peace
Nice
out.
one, man.
1 point, no problem.
Abi.